So there was zero coverage, zero, on the Sunday shows of what just happened to Title IX, in which the Biden administration, through one of its administrative agencies, redefined the term women. Trans women, which is fake, that's men pretending to be women, are now included in Title IX, which is meant to protect women. But now if you're a man pretending to be a woman, you get the same protections that we get. You can come into our locker rooms, you can come into our bathrooms on any school campus, on college campuses, on K through 12. It's just fine because we're going to be completely safe because there are absolutely no sickos who are going to take advantage of this bastardization of Title IX. Or are there? I take you already to the University of Tampa and Young America's Foundation, which happened to catch one of these fakers coming out of the women's restroom. I think it's just on Friday. Watch.
Excuse me, what are you doing in the women's bathroom?
I'm sorry?
What are you doing in the women's bathroom?
I'm peeing.
Okay, but you're a man.
No.
Yes, you are. You are clearly a man, and you were just in the women's bathroom. Do you know how much money I pay for this school, and now there's a man in my bathroom?
Well, you should talk to the administration.
Oh, I definitely will.
Good.
But why do you feel the need to go into women's spaces as a man? No comment on that? Do you think women don't deserve their own private spaces? Nothing? Really? Do you support women's rights? No? Okay, so there's just a man in our bathroom. That's wonderful. So that the University of Tampa allows this. We also have drag queens as well.
And then drag queens walk by at the same moment. Okay, for the listening audience, that was a man who looked over 6'2", who had teeny weeny, hot pink, like biker shorts on, you know, the kind where like your butt hangs out, with a black belt going around Barbarella style, and a teeny weeny green bikini top with what appeared to be some sort of fake breast going on up there, and hot pink sneakers, and his long man midriff exposed. It does look like he actually tried to shave his body hair, so thumbs up on that one. And a blue wig. This is the absurdity that these young women, when I went to college, I was 17. There's a 17-year-old walking in there, having to deal with that. And then you're supposed to pull down your pants. You're supposed to take your pants off or lift up your dress and do your business. And not to worry, you're good. Not to worry, Emily. You take your prejudice. And by the way, to that point, Riley Gaines had just tweeted out, she gave a speech at the University of, it was one of the state universities in New York, SUNY Cortland. And she put up on Twitter the sign that was in the bathroom there, which was basically telling all women to ignore any objections that they might feel. Here it is. Upon seeing, here it is. Do you feel like someone is using the wrong bathroom? It doesn't then finish with, if so, say something. Go get help. It says, if so, don't stare at them. Don't challenge them. Don't, what's the third one? Insult them. Don't purposefully make them feel uncomfortable. Do respect their privacy, respect their identity, carry on with your day. Transgender and non-binary individuals, you have every right to be here. So in that fight we just saw between the young woman and the pink bottom guy, he wins. And now it's national policy in K through college education and beyond in the education front that he wins thanks to no lawmaker other than Joe Biden.
In full disclosure, I'm completely biased about that Tampa video because my part-time job is at YAF's journalism program, and we're very proud of that student because the first time I saw that video, I was like, that girl conducted herself brilliantly and was like so sharp in that interaction. And the video going viral sort of, it just puts it all into perspective for people who aren't on college campuses right now. You are looking at the reality of it. And on that poster that Riley Gaines tweeted out, so important, in the bottom right corner of that, you see it says Title IX. on the freaking poster telling college students who are uncomfortable, doesn't matter if they're conservative or liberal, young women who are uncomfortable with what just happened on that video, that it is a Title IX sanctioned policy for you to shut up and take it. And that's exactly what the Biden administration's position on this is. And the Biden administration's position to schools is that if you do not follow our law, our regulation that wasn't passed through Congress, it was just done by an executive decision. If you don't follow it, we are threatening your federal funding. So if you're not responsive to these women who feel unsafe, to these girls who feel unsafe, your federal funding gets yanked because you're in violation of Title IX, which was a massive achievement of the women's rights movement. It is a farce. It's pathetic. And the fact that none of the Sunday shows, as you mentioned, felt that they should discuss it tells you exactly how far the media has gone and how far the left has gone.
Yeah, they don't care. By the way, I forgot to mention the man in that video is probably about 50. I mean, this is not what a college student looks like in any way, shape, or form. There was a video posted online over the weekend of two men posing as women having some knockdown drag out in Costa Rica. And they are wearing similar outfits to the one I just described. They look absolutely absurd with their big bellies sticking out, and they're going at it. And I'm thinking, coming soon to a restroom near you, ladies. This is what American locker rooms are soon going to look like as these sick guys work out their issues in our presence, where we are just in there to have our safe space, to do our business, to get changed for gym, whatever. I don't want to look at it. And by the way, Eliana, let's not pretend that men don't tend to be more violent as a rule than women. We just saw that at a school in Pennsylvania this weekend where a boy pretending to be a girl beat the hell out of a young girl. He took one of those Stanley mugs, which are big and substantial, and beat a female student who was 12 so hard with it that they're not showing the video online. She received several staples in her head, and it led to a bunch of parents and students speaking out at the school board meeting right after, not understanding why no one in the media or even at the school will mention that the attacker was so-called trans, was a boy pretending to be female. Watch.
I went to the guidance counselor and told her since I was second on the hit list. Then I went to chorus and I was told, watch your back. He is going to come for you and this other girl. The girl who got attacked didn't see it because she was faced backwards, and all of a sudden you just hear these terrible, loud bangs of the Stanley bouncing off her head. And then you see Mel grabbing her hair and hitting her against the table and just repeatedly hitting her with the Stanley. There was blood going everywhere. And laying in bed last night, I just kept repeating it in my head, and we shouldn't have had to sit there and just watch them clean up her blood with the mop. Watch her repeatedly yelling that I'm gonna murder you. There was multiple complaints about him.
This was a teenage boy who beat on a little girl. All right? Call it what it is. I don't care. I'm here because people reach out to me. I'm here because apparently too many people are afraid to just say that. Men and women are different. All right? How come none of the articles said that it was a boy attacking a girl? How come half the people here kept switching between he and she? And again, I have nothing against any type of community, but what's right is right and what's fair is fair.
This is not the place for a platform for transphobia. I do not agree with that. And I know many others there too.
And they booed her. This was at the Pembroke Middle School in North Wales, PA.
Megyn, I actually think that the two things we've talked about are connected, one of which is the treatment of Jewish students on college campuses, and the second is this reaction to men and trans folks using women's bathrooms. And it's like what we see of the result of having these hierarchies of oppressions. And so a lot of these anti-Semitism committees on campuses have said what we're seeing on campuses is this double standard where when Jews say, hey, this is discrimination, we're not comfortable with this, this is a problem, they're not believed, or they're told we're privileged and we're going to discount what you say. You're the only group not allowed to say we're being discriminated against. And it's the same thing that we're seeing with this bathroom issue, where when women are saying it, and look, I remember visiting colleges with my parents. And in fact, like, I had mixed sex bathrooms in college. It felt weird and awkward. It wasn't with trans. It was just like, we're across the hall from a boys' suite and we go in and out. And there's just a natural feeling of like, this is strange to get out of the shower and see a guy brushing his teeth there. But the response is, now when women are speaking up, you're not the oppressed. The trans are the oppressed. You cannot speak out about this.
As we approach another critical election, many Americans are concerned. Recent studies reveal that an astonishing 56% of citizens report feelings of anxiety or dread about the upcoming election. But I want to tell you about AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. AMAC is more than a senior organization. During these challenging times, they fight for common sense and for the U.S. to return to traditional American values. Visit amac.us/Megyn today to get an exclusive election year special, a 4-year AMAC membership for just $30. As an AMAC member, you not only enjoy money-saving benefits, but also the AMAC magazine, free Social Security and Medicare advice, a trusted voice in Washington, and a community of like-minded patriots. Take advantage of this election year special, 4 years for just $30, and be part of the solution. Join now at amac.us/Megyn. That's amac.us/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.